toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Knights will get us started with the opening kickoff. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. On the run, it's Woods. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. He wants to take the top off. Underneath toast to coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Football with the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fighting off the defender. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
He's brought down at the 6th, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Red Raider! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the air, it's Denson. Here comes the heat. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Knights.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days. But how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he can advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. to the ground with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
And the Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Page. Snowed under by the defense. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. Quarterback making adjustments. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw again. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to throw. It's Denson. Quarterback adapting. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback in football.
It's a fumble. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It starts. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
To the air, it's Denson. Now rolling to the left. Complete downfield.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Flips it out in the flat. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Turning it on! Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. This quarterback part of their running game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for a crease. It's Woods. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the 1st down. The Red Raiders in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. That's the 20. He's got space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the 1st quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Red Raider.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw, it's Denson. That's reeled in, it's Glass. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to get behind the defense. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Catch in the middle. It's glass. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, UCF.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there... A flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. He wants to change this route. Going right to work up top. Shoots it to the left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
They'll go with a direct snap. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. It's complete. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
One more snap coming before halftime. Dropping back, it's Denson. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! Fitted in the window for the score.
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing 1 possession. They're going to be receiving first in the 3rd quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Red Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got...
Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
The Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
It's complete. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Direct snap. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when it gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Send the offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Wong. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Find space on the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Here's the handoff, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Finds his big tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. motion from the back. Gonna swing it on second down. Unloads to the right. Touchdown, Red Raider! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold and finds his man on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's Denson. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. They'll leave it with him. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
The Knights will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. At the 45 on his way. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Offense in a bunch formation. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth.
28.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Red Raiders have this offense rolling. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wong. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
From the gun, the running back has it. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Central Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to throw, it's Denson. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Looking down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game where the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
UCF.
They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
And man, that didn't miss by much, but I do like by the receiver. You can tell he's trying to get those toes in, trying to dance a little bit, but he couldn't get there. The ball was just a little bit too wide near the sideline.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6.
Get set, get set.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete to the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
Now from inside the red zone. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Rousseau. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Denson. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Bunch formation for these receivers. The snap sets up the throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Glass. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive.